Why that shit look like that? That shit look crazy. Let me see. What's good, y'all? What's up? What up? What up? What up? I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'll change this shit in the background. What's going on with y'all, man? How the fuck is everybody on this? What the hell today is? Sunday? How everybody doing on this good Sunday? Welcome to another episode of the motherfucking truth. I'm glad to be back in the building after a small hiatus. You know what I'm saying? Being in being out of town on set, like Freddie Gibbs said. Then I had to report the set. We got to report the set now. But I'm back, goddammit. And it was a very interesting week, one of which I can't really say shit about because it's a film, you dig? But anyway, I'm glad to be here because that was one of the hardest goddamn weeks of my life, work wise anyway. And now I'm home and being away from the family. Like I've been away from the family longer than that, but for some reason I missed the ass extra this week. But anyway, that's beside the point. How the hell is everybody else doing? Salute to me. Shout out to everybody that done came through so far or thus far. Emperor Kojak 313 the Great. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking mod of the mods, the Lord of the mods, the God of the mods. You know what I mean? Let me see. I ain't got no clips and shit like JD, but I can do this for you. Let me change all this shit up. Oh, my shit off. I think this is the Emperor Kojak, you know, mentality. Give me the loop. 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 Yep. And I seen Dr. Frizzle Frost was in the building. Dr. Frizzle Frost, I thought we were supposed to be doing an interview or some shit like that. I thought Hassan was gonna hook that up. But anyway, Dr. Frizzle Frost, or Warrior Spirit, was good with you. Dr. Frizzle Frost said he had a tough week too. Yeah, man. Day one, I can say this. Day one, the motherfucking first location was a no-go. And I don't know whether people realize it or not, but every minute wasted on a film set is money. And we arranged and we planned to have a certain amount of people at this particular location so that we could set up equipment and you know what I'm saying, and all kind of shit, lodging and all kind of shit around this particular location. And then to arrive at the location at the time of arrival, and that's when the shit get canceled. No warning, no nothing. That's how day one start off. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? And as far as like morale and all that shit, like it go downhill. It picked up. You know what I'm saying? It definitely, you know, picked up and shit. Dr. Frizzle Frost said he got some new equipment and shit. Yes, sir. Just got some new equipment. Interview about to crank back up. Okay, that's a bet. And because that 313 the Great said, time is money and money is time. Goddamn right. It is though. You know what I'm saying? Like you paying these motherfuckers. If I gotta pay somebody to be out there for 4 hours, but the 4 hours turn into 8 hours, that shit costed me double. Like what the fuck? So, you know, it's just, man, the cost of business. Anyway, topic of today, or the topic that I feel like conversating about, there's some other shit I want to conversate about, but I gotta have another conversation before I can have that conversation. But today is life is not as complicated as we make it. We make this shit complicated. Keep it real. We make this shit complicated. We overcomplicate this shit or make it difficult for ourselves because we accumulate women, wives, girlfriends, children, or whatever the fucking case may be. We accumulate that shit. We ain't born with that. That's what pisses me off about hearing people complain. Now, hearing people vent or voice frustration ain't the same as complaining to me. It don't sound the same as complaining to me. Complaining sound like a motherfucker bitching about something and not doing nothing to change the situation. After they themselves made it the situation that it is in the fucking first place. Now you won't help on how to get out of some shit that you put yourself in. Like, what the fuck? You made your life complicated because life ain't as complicated as we make it. I'm telling you. We choose wrong motherfuckers to fuck with, sleep with, do business with, hang out with, or whatever the case may be. We do that shit all the time. And it always end up backfiring. It always slap us in the face if we choose wrong. Trust me. Hold on 1 second. I heard something playing in the background. But we do. We complicate our shit. You know what I'm saying? Life is really, a bunch of lessons. Linear lineup of different lessons. And I feel like if you woke up that day, whatever the fuck you did yesterday, you won. You gonna learn from it? Or you gonna look at it as you lost? Pisses me off to see grown people that have functioning body parts complaining, and their complaint be about some material shit. Bitch or nigga, just say you broke. At the end of the day, it ain't no complaining to be had. You made your life complicated. You set yourself up for a certain whatever, and you can't live up to it. And this ain't, what I'm saying, nobody I know in particular. It's just I see a lot of people that have complicated their lives. They made their lives complicated. Myself included. Shit. I made my life complicated. I shouldn't have to be working this hard at this goddamn age. I shouldn't. But I am because I made my life complicated. I ain't had nobody to tell me that when you see these certain red flags, you better see it for what it really is. What up, Bucket 88? You better see it for what it really fucking is. You know what I'm saying? When people are having a conversation with you, see that shit for what it really is. Be present in the moment, basically. If you present in the moment, then your life ain't gonna be too complicated because you're gonna be on point with all your damn decisions. Not saying you're gonna make the right decision all the time, but even if you make the wrong decision, you prepared to cushion yourself from whatever blow or blowback is received from said unwise decision. How about that? Mistake. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck else you gonna know not to do something unless you do it and it doesn't work? But anyway, we make our life complicated. That's all I'm gonna say. We really do. But we want to blame other motherfuckers for it. Yeah, my shit fucked up because I put my trust in this nigga. Oh, bitch, shut the fuck up. Well, I put a baby in this bitch and now I got to pay all this goddamn money because she a greedy bitch and she want child support and all this shit. No, nigga, you still put the baby in the bitch. I don't give a fuck how nice she was and all that extra shit when she became a bitch. She ain't just woke up overnight and was a bitch. Just like my baby mom, I knew that bitch wasn't shit. Before I put a baby in her, all right, April Kojak, I see you. I still made the decision to fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened after that, all I can do is take it as a goddamn lesson. I can take it as a loss, but this shit ain't gonna help. I look back on that shit and realize the mistakes that I made that made my life complicated. More complicated than what it fucking needed to be. To be honest with you, it didn't have to be that complicated. I shouldn't have been no damn stepfather in my early 20s. I probably shouldn't have been a father at all in my early 20s. I should have been trying to find out what was going to be the right position to put myself in so that I can be financially stable to take care of a family in the future. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? You live and you learn. I feel like the one of the many reasons, because there's many reasons that of or the purpose of having children. I'm sure it's a lot of things that comes with that, but I feel like one of the things is to pass down knowledge on how to live a less complicated life than what I live. That's what I think. Just me personally. Teach them what you learned so that they ain't got to go through the shit that you went through because you didn't know, because of your lack of knowing. Because obviously you can look at your life and see what your lack of knowing did for you, which ain't shit. Not too much of damn nothing in all honesty. If you know what I'm saying, like depending on the outcome of where you at now. And it ain't about having a whole bunch of shit to show for it. What have you learned? Have you got to a certain age and you've learned what the fuck this life was really about? Emperor Kojak is an architect by trade. My trade is actually engineering. I think those two things can be both applied. You can use both things and apply it to the human body. Architecture and engineering. Your outside and your inside. And your inside gotta look good too. Like you can't have black ass lungs like I do from fucking 20, 30 years of goddamn smoking. So the architecture is, you know what I'm saying, that's outside and inside too, but that engineering is how that shit work. Knowing and understanding how that shit work. Let's see, I think I Just simple enough. Because I use those two things because on the face, both things from a perspective, depending on who perspective you're looking at it from, a piece of equipment or a piece of machinery could look like a very complicated, intricate, you know what I'm saying, piece of machinery. It can look like a bunch of sophisticated parts that you don't even want to touch because it just looks too sophisticated. But an engineer could look at that shit and be like, oh, okay. It's not intimidating. I know why it looks like that because I know why the functions. I know the reasoning for the functions of why this particular thing is designed like this or made like this. Even with architecture, man, look, certain chemicals, or I mean not certain chemicals, but certain materials have to be used for certain things. Everything ain't fire retardant. Everything is can't isn't designed to absorb weight, all kind of shit. Like architecture ain't just having some shit that looks good. It has to be functional too. I can't just make a house in a certain type of shape because the bitch might not hold up. But I can make it into a certain shape if I know what it takes to make it hold up. You know what I'm saying? Then we can work around the aesthetics of making that shit like that. So on the outside looking in, a lot of this shit intricate. A lot of this shit look complicated, but understanding is what makes it less complicated. Now, why I say life ain't as complicated as we make it. You know what I'm saying? We make it complicated because we don't understand certain shit. But we'll run to that thing that we don't understand with full speed. I'll figure it out as I'm going. But some shit you ain't gonna have no other choice but to do that. But save it for that. Like being parents and shit. Ain't no handbook. Being in relationships and marriages, ain't no handbook to being married. Ain't no handbook to being a fucking parent. You learn that shit as you go. I would advise for you, if you're gonna get into any other damn thing, to study before you get into that shit. Real talk. And it might not be no handbook for marriage, but there is basic instructions before leaving Earth, which is the Bible, and it has um I guess you could say a miniature version of a handbook for parents and husbands and wives. But that's neither here nor there. Having a certain amount of understanding about some shit, you can get through life a lot better. Your life won't be damn complicated. Like I can complicate my life by going around cheating on my wife. I can make my life complicated by mishandling finances. You know what I'm saying? There's several things I could do to complicate my life, but I don't have to do that shit. I don't have to do it. If I do it, it's a conscious decision to do the shit. This shit ain't as complicated as we make it, man. We do it to ourselves. I'm telling you. Too many motherfuckers want to jump on this shit and point the fingers at everybody else as to why they life complicated. It's just like I'm not finna complain because this week, this hard ass week that I just had, I signed up for the motherfucker. I had to sign a contract and all that shit and know the terms of what the fuck was going on before I agreed to it. So you know what I mean? I ain't no quitter. Let's get this shit done. I don't care how hard it is. Let's get this shit done. Yeah, I might get mad, frustrated, or whatever the case may be. Let's get this shit done. You came to do a job. All the rest of that shit, you know what I mean? That shit can go. I think that's how it is in relationships, motherfucker. Y'all know what y'all signed up for when y'all got together with each other. Cause if it was just the fuck, y'all done did that. So why the hell y'all still around? Stop wasting each other's time. But when it comes down to having families and building relationships and building families, like this shit, man, this shit take everything we got. Can't half-ass do this shit. Cause it ain't no damn such thing as half-ass doing this shit. It's not. Me and my wife was talking today, and I was like, "Look, I don't give a damn whether the information is you think I can't handle it or take it or whatever the case may be. We got to have a conversation. We got to have the hard conversation. Who else? Who the fuck else we gonna talk to? Like we running a family business and trying to keep this family business afloat. Like, because if you and I was saying like, because if she handles the budget and she's not telling me something, just like she just walking up now with a person in her, and that means I already know she about to go to the store. But that's me just knowing her blueprint. And like I say, being present in the moment and knowing what the hell going on. But hold on. Let me have this miniature business meeting with my wife. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, speaking of which shit, how was y'all weekend? Telling y'all about my shit. How was y'all weekend? Anybody got anything interesting they want to talk about or whatever the case may be? Put it in the chat. I ain't one of them type of niggas. I don't run this shit like no damn dictator. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to have a conversation. I keep telling niggas this shit. Have a conversation with a real motherfucker. Didn't sit here and tell you no lie. That shit ain't gonna help you. But anyway, I was saying like even something as small as finances, even though they say finances can destroy a relationship, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's most certainly true. I can tell you how finances could destroy a relationship if y'all not having real ass conversations. Okay, Bucket 88. Bucket 88 said my weekend. Yeah, my weekend it was good. That's what's up, bro. But I was giving her an example because I seen finances break down a relationship and or a household before. I know how that shit is done. It's a lack of fucking communication, a lack of understanding, and selfishness. right? The weekend always can be longer. But I think it was accumulation of all of that shit. Because the situation and even after I say what the situation is, I already know people will come with their prefabricated, already made fairy tale of what should be. What should be ain't got nothing the fuck to do with what's going on, what's actually going on. A motherfucker shouldn't have to die of cancer, but if he got goddamn cancer, like you telling him that mean what? So let's not do that. But anyway, the situation was I happened to be in between jobs, and being that my lady, she had a, you know what I'm saying, her job was holding shit up. Let's put it like that at the time. But she didn't like the job. Well, fuck you ain't gonna like your job sometimes. What the fuck? What you want me to say? But I was like, I need you to hold on to this shit at least until I get another fucking job. Like then you can let the shit go and find something that you like to do. But right now ain't the time to do it because if you do it, then the bills is gonna get out of hand. Like fuck it, let's keep it a stack. The bills are gonna get out of fucking hand. But she didn't listen for whatever the reason was. But like I said, yeah, man, what the fuck? It be like that. Raj Will, what's going on, bro? Number 2 is in the building. Raj motherfucking Will. Hold up. Let me see something. Raj Will came in. Salute to that. Salute to that.
I got $1 migraine. Money on my motherfucking mind, man.
Yep. I wish you have $1 migraine, Raj Will. Salute to that. Want you to count money so long your goddamn head start hurt. That's on me. Um, but yeah, so I was telling her shit. If you let your job go, we gonna be fucked, basically. But she was like, so I don't feel like working. I don't like this job. Oh, okay. I don't like my motherfucking job either, but I wish I had one. So ultimately, shit fell. We beefing, and that's how you destroy a motherfucking house. Quick, through finances. And women need to be stable. They need stability. If they don't feel like they stable or got stability and shit, goddamn, like they can't live like that. They get the fuck on quick, as they should. Especially if y'all have children together. If a woman has children, she needs extra protection. She needs extra stability, security. Because the kids need shit that we can go it out, like being comfortable. God damn it. Kids need to be comfortable. What up, Lord ADS? We got, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be comfortable. If we had to, we'll thug it out. But kids got to be comfortable. That's why I ain't said the shit as a flex, because it ain't no goddamn flex. Shit happens, but it's life. I'm just saying, like, to have a person, you know what I'm saying, with me going through this shit. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah, our Black Hillbilly. He said he ain't coming up. He said he ain't coming up to the panel though. I said I ain't got no damn panel going on, nigga. I'm just chopping it up. I be having so many real ass conversations behind the scenes with, you know what I'm saying, my best friends and shit that I be like, man, I wish the world can hear these conversations, man. Straight up. I wish the world could hear the conversations that we be having, because we we at an age and we at a point in our life where we ain't got to sugarcoat shit with each other. And I love that shit. Cause you ain't gonna grow. You ain't gonna grow. If a motherfucker can't keep it a stack with you, how the hell you gonna grow? Cause I used to be, you know what I'm saying? I could say I was that nigga before that. You can't tell me shit. When I was like 16, 15, 16, I don't give a fuck if you was my daddy, my pastor, or whoever the fuck you was. I don't give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck about that shit. You couldn't tell me to do nothing, nigga. I'm coming into figuring out what the fuck I need to do, not listening to your ass. Not listening to your ass is definitely something that I'm not going to motherfucking do, and I know not to do. That's one thing I'm learning about myself. I remember there was a question asked when we was, doing this project, but there was a question asked on like what are your strengths and what are your desires? I ain't say shit because it's a professional meeting. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think my answer was very professional, so I kept the shit to myself. But I'm like, my strength is staying the fuck out the way. I'm good at that. I'm very good at staying the fuck out of the way and minding my own business. Those are my strong points. Those are my strengths. Staying out of the way and minding my own business. My desire in life is pretty much the same thing as my strength. Staying the fuck out the way and minding my own business. That's my desire in life. You know what I mean? And be able to support my damn family in the meantime. That's why I work. I don't chase a bag. I trip that bitch up before I run it down. You got to be crazy. And that's why niggas rob motherfuckers. Everybody ain't with that chasing the bag type shit. That's how y'all get the wrong people in this society. Cause y'all got bag chasers. Nigga, can't take that shit with your ass. So what the fuck is you doing? Wasting time, making your life more complicated than what it should be. Stupid ass. I see you in Jet 303 the Great say he back. But that's all the fuck it is. You being a stupid motherfucker. You made your life complicated. Life ain't complicated. I look at children and I'm like, damn, they so damn innocent. Like they just exist and they waiting for instruction on what the fuck to do. To not have to struggle or hurt or go through, you know what I'm saying, something messed up. Yeah, I know Emperor Kojak be at doggone working hard, boy, behind the scenes. You got a lot to do. Being a caregiver ain't no joke. It takes a special type of person. Even though I know who it is to you, you know what I'm saying? How close they are in relation to you. But that ain't the only reason why you do what you do. You do what you do because that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? And not only are the people close to you, but you have a loyalty not just by default. Let me put it to you like that. I'm just gonna say it like that. Your loyalty to them is not just by default, because loyalty by default don't have you doing shit like that. Oh, I know. I know, but I know it's not just the love that you have for your parents is making you, you know what I'm saying, be the caregiver that you are, because you still have to make that decision and that choice every day to do what you're doing, because that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? I was in the position my mom wanted me to caregive her, you know, or be her caregiver, and I was like, hell nah. Like I had better shit to do. It wasn't so much as that. It just nah. I ain't no caregiving type of motherfucker. You can live in the same house with me. If I don't fuck with you, I won't say shit to your ass ever. We just happen to stay in the same house. And it wasn't that I didn't fuck with my mom. It was just I had other shit to do. I know. Cause that's what you do. That's who you are, bro. You sign up for that. And you don't bitch about it. That's my thing. Like when this is what I mean by people be making their life more complicated. Is when they sign up for shit and then bitch about it. And me and you know what I'm saying, me and my best friend was talking about this shit. Like, no matter how hard this motherfucking work week was, we signed up for this shit. Straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? We signed up for this shit. Ain't no need to complain about it. Let's just get this shit done. After Barnes Entertainment in the building. What's good, B? Let me goddamn put some respect on this shit. After Barnes Entertainment LLC. I had that conversation with a female last night who was a daughter with cerebral palsy. No one in her corner, including the husband, and he lived in the same crib. I'm telling you, bro. Disconnected. Ain't cerebral palsy that shit be having you saying like like that's what Redman said. I'm like rah rah like I have cerebral palsy. Not making fun of her, but I'm just trying to understand the, you know what I'm saying? Like she said people After Barnes Entertainment LLC said she said people always act like they care, but then be like, I'm gonna call you back. And then of course they don't. Damn. I know. That's called follow through. And I used to be terrible at that shit. I'm still a work in progress because I can't believe I went a whole day without talking to my family. It was a long ass day, but I shouldn't have went a day without talking to my family and letting them know that I was all right, because I don't want them to feel like something happened to me and I was unsafe, because the last time we did talk, I wasn't feeling well. Because I did get sick, you know what I'm saying? I got sick as hell. I got like food poisoning or some shit. I ain't trying to wild out Rodwell. I'm just trying to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what the hell Redman that's what Redman was talking about. Real shit. That was nasty. That was nasty work. Anyway, Dr. Philip Frost said, excuse me, y'all. I'm tuned in it while I work, but this weekend I chill for the upcoming week. It's go hard time. All right, that's what's up. Had to power up. Had to use this weekend to power up to face the upcoming weekend. I know how that shit is. That's another thing. Simple shit like, okay, instead of chilling, Think about it. You could have just been getting drunk. You could have just been out all weekend partying and getting drunk for the upcoming week, getting prepared for the upcoming week. You know what I mean? Thank you. What? You can. But that's how you make your life complicated. And I know I used to do that shit. No, I got to get up 8 o'clock in the morning to go down here to ABC Supply. Drunk as a motherfucker. Drunk so much the day before you have a hangover Monday morning, trying to go to work, feeling like shit. Can't even keep water on your stomach. Now you know your ass can't drink water, you fucked up. When you can't keep water down, you fucked up. You made some fucked up decisions with your life. Trust and believe. But yeah, I feel like every day is go hard time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even enough daylight to go as hard as you really want. It ain't. It be like that. You good, baby? What's up? How was your day? JD 1975, salute, bro. What's good with you? But you know what I mean? Doing shit like that, I eventually lost jobs doing that. Oh, I appreciate that, Dr. Frizzle Frost, for the cash app. Good looking out, man, for supporting the show, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't even know what half my shit at. I move stuff around.
Tenable for like most other men? You think they could get away with that?
I could take 10 G's, make 20 more 10 G's with that. I could take 10 G's, make 20 more 10 G's with that. I could take 10 G's, make 20 more 10 G's with that.
Yeah, appreciate you for supporting the show. You know what I mean? I don't ask because I really don't. I ain't gonna say I don't give a fuck because I don't do this shit for nothing, but I will. I appreciate the support, but I'll do this shit for nothing. So that's why I ain't up on that shit yet. Even though I do pay for all this shit costs. You know what I'm saying? I don't be goddamn. I feel like if I got to ask your ass for it and you see the cash out, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But anyway, Dr. Prison Frost said we call it chill time. We planning and constructing ideas, taking notes throughout that time. Yeah, that's called conceptualization. You conceptualizing, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to put it together in your mind before you can put it together in action. We've been having production meetings from what Hillbilly say, aka Out the Barnes Entertainment LLC, aka Dr. Glover, was saying shit. They've been in production meetings since last year. Since around, you know what I'm saying, July, some shit of last year. As far as like in the talking about it phase and putting all this shit in the action phase, and now we putting, you know, that's done and we're putting this shit together. We executing it. This is the execution stage. And it's hard, but shit. We signed up for it. We making a goddamn movie. I just feel like this shit ain't as complicated as we make it. Life. Not just that shit. Life. You can apply this shit to everything. Life, relationships, driving a fucking car, riding a bicycle, nigga. It ain't that complicated. We make shit complicated, and I think we need to come to an understanding and acknowledgement that we do that shit to ourselves. Fuck with the wrong bitches. Some of y'all females, y'all fuck with the wrong niggas. and the outcome show. We could talk all day about what the fuck happened, but the outcome show. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody that came in and left out. They hear these conversations. They don't want to hear the real shit. Oh, he ain't gossiping. Let me go on by my business. Oh, he ain't woman bashing, so I can't get in the chat and say, he's women bashing. They can't go back and forth me on that shit. Nah, motherfucker, it's a real conversation. And I don't give a fuck about not having the numbers, because I always feel like whoever's here needed to be here, deserved to be here, privileged to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for being here. It don't have to be no whole bunch of folks. Because like I said, real ass conversations, them motherfuckers gonna be far and few in between. People be doing shows. Fuck a show. I don't have a show. I have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I already know. Because that through the great said, if it ain't woman bashing or dick and pussy combo, motherfuckers gonna hate and leave. Oh, I know. If it ain't some shit they can use to either make money off of or talk shit on, even though sometimes they go hand in hand, then they get the fuck on. So I'm just saying that to say I don't let that shit deter me. I just happen to glance at it. But as hard as this week was, I actually loved every minute of it. I ain't even gonna lie. I loved every motherfucking minute of it. I shine under pressure. I love pressure. I don't give a fuck. Cause we either gonna do it or we ain't. That's it. We either gonna do it or we ain't. All that other shit in between is just how we allow our pride and our ego and all the rest of that shit get in the way. This shit be funny, man. I just laugh. Cause I know it's amazing how, because this is another way how we complicate our lives. We don't know how to take off certain hats. Some of y'all might not know what that means, so let me break it down a little bit. Everybody might not know how to take off certain hats. That's just like when I'm at work, nigga, that's work. When I come home, I try not to bring that shit home. Cause home ain't work. You know what I'm saying? My motherfucking kids ain't my employees. My motherfucking wife ain't my coworker. You feel me? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. But no. I take off that work hat and I come home and I put on my husband hat, my father hat, you know what I'm saying? The man of the house hat. Then if we go out with each other, I put on another hat. Different from the one that I put on when I'm out by myself. When I'm out by myself, I put on a goddamn Kango, tilted to the side. And not the LL Cool J shit, just the brim, like Snoop used to wear. The fur Kango goddamn tilted to the side. If I'm out by myself. But if I'm out with the family, I got I got my daddy hat on. My husband hat. You know what I'm saying? You can apply that shit to life and all aspects of life. Cause if you do certain jobs with certain people that you cool with, you got to know how to drop that friend shit. What up, Windchime? You got to drop that friend shit and handle business like business partners. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy B, he's a doctor. You know what I'm saying? When we on set, even though we got shit, damn near 38 years of knowing each other, when we on set and we around colleagues, peers, and etc., some of the PAs are his students. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a delicate, Big Boy from Outkast can't go facts. it's a delicate balance. You know what I'm saying? So I had to catch myself. I can't call him B all the time. I can do that shit at lunch. You know what I'm saying? We offset. But on set, no, he's Dr. Glover. He's Dr. Glover. You know what I'm saying? This is my boss right now. If I do something wrong and he snap on me, I can't be like, oh nigga, we homeboys. I beat your ass. No. Yes, sir. My bad. I do apologize. You're right. You are absolutely right. Because I did actually one time caught myself. I spoke out of turn. Because when he's directing the actors, everybody's supposed to shut the fuck up respectfully. I don't give a fuck who you is. You could have been the motherfucker that paid for the whole goddamn movie. He's directing right now. Shut the fuck up. Only motherfucker that this actor need to be listening to is the director. That's the only person they need to be taking direction from. I just, I got a couple of screws loose, and when I be thinking, sometimes the thoughts come out loud because it snuck past one of them little loose vents that I got down in my head that I need to tighten down. My shit's supposed to be soundproof. Because he be trying to tell him, like, bitch, act like you done this shit before. I know he want to say that. Act like you done this shit before. You didn't been mad at a nigga because he didn't fucked you and now he ain't answering your phone call. Like, act like how you felt when that happened. But he can't say that. You know what I'm saying? He has to direct her. You know what I'm saying? In a professional way. That's why he's a doctor. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to go for your doctorate for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Master's degree and all that shit. Shout out to him for that. That's why I ain't do that shit. I be like, bitch, you don't remember that time when you were telling me about that nigga goddamn fucked you and goddamn he didn't call you. You remember how mad you was? Do that. All right, action. Bitch. Fuck is we doing? But it be shit like that, man. You got to know when to take off that hat and sit your ass down. That's just like we be telling these women, bitch, just because you run some shit at your business or whatever like that don't mean you gonna tell me what the fuck to do. If you want somebody to tell what the fuck to do, take your dumb ass back to work. That shit ain't gonna work on me. Bitch, I ain't your motherfucking employee. I'll fuck the hell out your ass and get the fuck on from around you. Stop playing. You gonna fuck around and go to work with a limp. I ain't gonna hit you, but I know how to fuck your ass until you don't work properly. Or you don't walk right. Don't get it twisted. You gotta know how to separate the personal from the business, bro. Yeah. Winchine said, it's understandable it was already in your character years before you started as a professional. You say so. Some of these things, yeah, you develop. But yeah, I think I was a professional friend first. And I had to learn how to be a professional motherfucking Stanley White. You know what I'm saying? I had to perfect me. Find out who I was and be the perfect version of that. Straight up. And it feels absolutely wonderful to know who the fuck I am. Now I can die happy. Real shit. Winchime said, any habit a human does for so many years has to be unlearned, untaught somehow in the professional environment. That's just how you learn. Hell, you ain't learn it in a professional environment. Why you got to unlearn it in a professional environment? What you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to be able to do is anytime you in a damn situation where you on the I'm on the learning end, not on the knowing what the fuck I got to do side of the game, you got to know when to pour your fucking cup out. Because how the hell I'm going to pour into your cup or teach you? That's what I mean by pouring into your cup. How the hell I'm going to pour into your cup if it's already full? That shit going to waste. It's going to pour out the side. So even like, cause even on this project, yeah, I might know how to light some shit. I've lit, obviously, I did it good enough for us to do the damn movie that we did. But if I'm working with somebody I haven't worked with before, I know how to take my motherfucking, I know how to do this shit hat off and be like, how you want me to do it? How you need it done? You're trying to achieve a certain look. And I'm talking to, of course, my director of photography in this situation, aka my boss in the hierarchy. Fuck what I know and what I want to do and how I want to do it. Tell me how you want it done. Because I'm not trying to make my life more complicated than I have to. And if I do the wrong shit because I'm doing what I want to do versus doing what you need me to do, then we're gonna be here all motherfucking day. And now I'm gonna get fussed at by my motherfucking best friend, aka the damn director, because we taking too long getting the damn job done because I wanna wear my ass on my shoulders. Like goddamn Ice Cube told Smokey, nigga, you better get your ass off your shoulders and go get this motherfucking money. Oh, you said I meant you speaking when the director was speaking. Oh yeah, I was speaking out of turn, but I can admit that. And he didn't even snap on me like he should have. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, but I was wrong. Yeah, I'm saying like I should have shut the fuck up. He directing his yeah. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm saying people don't know how to do that shit. They don't. They don't know how to separate it. We a group of working people that at different times have worked for each other in different capacities. And we know how to take them hats off and not be like, well, I'm that nigga anyway. Like anywhere we go, I'm that nigga. No, you can't carry that shit everywhere. That's just like even with the Four Brothers show. You know what I'm saying? I know how to chill. I swear I don't, and I hope I don't. If I'm missing the mark, then somebody tell me or pull my coattail. But I don't want to come off as I'm like that guy or something. No, I'm just 1/4 of the Four Brothers. You know what I'm saying? If this is what we doing, this is how we doing it. You know what I mean? It ain't no I'm gonna pull rank. Ain't no rank to pull. We supposed to be 4 equal parts. Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, Winshine, you got to be able to admit when you wrong and correct it. But first of all, if you can't admit that you're wrong, you don't think that you're wrong. So there's that problem. But once you realize that you were wrong and you admit to being wrong, now you can correct the shit. I knew what to do, you know what I'm saying, in the first place. I just need to do it harder, you know what I'm saying? Or try harder to not do the shit that I did to, you know what I'm saying, that was incorrect. That's all. Like, it don't mean I lose cool points. It ain't like I'm a lesser human and no shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And plus, I got to show these folks around us, like, this nigga got 38 years, you know what I'm saying, of friendship with this nigga, and he has that type of level of respect for him. Who the fuck is you? And what make you think you're not? You know what I'm saying? That's how we have to set the tone in this world. Period. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I hated people think that this was gonna be like some graphic shit. Like I was gonna talk about some I don't know. But life, man, you gotta pay attention to this shit, man. Every single day. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I know those days, those weeks, those months, and those years of doing nothing. Wake up, come outside, step on the porch, look around, look up, look down. Ain't shit really going on. Go back in the house, watch TV, or TV watch your ass for a couple of fucking hours. You don't get shit done. You don't get shit accomplished. You eat something. You might beat something. And you go to sleep. Wake up and repeat. You ain't did shit. And I've also been in, you know what I'm saying? Work a job, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, shit, 7 to 11, goddamn it, 11 to 7, whatever the fucking schedule is. Come home, bro. See, that's why I want you to conversate with me. This shit would go so much further. This shit would be so much more vivid because you put plowed and rolled 36C. Nick. And it was even harder to have that hierarchy in a situation like that. Oh, that's even deeper. But that's a topic for another day. But that address is where we started as far as coming together, forming like, you know what I'm saying, with more pieces than Voltron, but in a similar fashion, and trying to make something congruent. Basically, shit, almost like a Wu-Tang type of situation. You know what I'm saying? A group of motherfuckers that everybody got their own styles, but we came together and to make tracks. But even with that, it was like you understood the hierarchy. But that's why I say, B, this conversation right here, this is for the documentary. I thought about what we conversated about last night, and that's why I was saying the movie Stand By Me and the movie The Goonies is what I was referencing when I was in my mind thinking about the movie Chris. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why after I do this podcast, which I ain't gonna stay on here long, I gotta chop it up with you anyway. Which is another reason why I wanted you to come up. But hey, I know how this internet shit could be because you talking to the world, but I only feel like I'm talking to people who want to listen and need to hear this and want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't want to hear it, they know how to leave. But on some real shit, like all the decisions that we make complicates or it makes our life easier. It just depends on the decision that you make. Just like I say, you know what I mean? Cause Ron Mack tried to throw it up in my face. Oh, nigga, you just say that cause you in a good relationship. Well, motherfucker, you don't know what it took to make this a good relationship. To get this to be a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? The work that I had to do on myself, the work that we had to do on the relationship. Cause I don't know how everybody else look at relationships, but I look at them for what they really are. I'm by myself, you by yourself as a female. We meet each other. We have the capability of creating a lot of more people. Point blank, period. Whatever the fuck they do in this world, they contributing to doing something in this world, and we're responsible for that shit. So I look at it as more than just, oh, we just gonna hook up and fuck. Oh yeah, while both of y'all right here in the chat too, Out the Barnes Entertainment LLC has donated five bottles of hot sauce that he signed himself and I'm gonna send them out to I'm gonna send them out randomly. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that, or how should I do that, because it's kind of hard now. I ain't got no certain things in place, but I'm gonna figure it out. I might just ask a certain question or whatever like that, and whoever wins it or whoever answers the question correctly first, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll get one. But yeah, Out the Barnes has donated 5 bottles of hot sauce to the MF Truth channel. You know what I'm saying? In respects and in regards for what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? JD, I got one for you in particular. You know what I'm saying? Because since it was done on your show, you know, he wanted me to make sure I have you one, so I didn't count yours in the 5 that he gave me. So just putting that out there before I forget. That's like my little commercial. So back to the show. He said I keep promoting the bit. Now I mean you always gonna get free hot sauce, JD. Now I'm just bullshit. You good, bro? Appreciate you for and you and is you know what I'm saying. I appreciate y'all for the advertisement that y'all do, because you know what I'm saying y'all don't have to do the shit. So I appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's a product backed by the people. Like this is, you know what I'm saying, and it's so I can't use the word ironic. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what word to use for it, but the fact that the grand release was the day after our best friend passed away, who was a very huge part of it in the first place, is like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But it makes that moment in that memory that much stronger. And it's like I'll never forget, they'll be one and the same, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like the happiness that I have for the brand and the pain I have for the loss, they actually equal each other out. If that makes any sense. Info Coach at 313 the Great said, I told Freezy to hit you up about that hot sauce. He was talking about finding a good sauce about a month ago. Shit, yeah. Email me, bro. You could have kept that 5 and put another 5 on it and just sent me $10, and you could have had a bottle of hot sauce. Send me $10 and your address in the email. You got a bottle of hot sauce, sir. Yep. I ain't saying that shit, you know what I'm saying, to toot no horn or nothing like that, but I'm proud of my G, because I know where he come from. I know where he come from. And we can talk about that shit another time, but I know where he come from. He know where I come from, and we kept in contact all our lives. That's why I was trying to tell niggas, family ain't just the motherfuckers you born with. I ain't had no choice but to pick them niggas. You think I would have picked Ron Mack as a brother if I had a choice in that shit? I knew he was gonna grow up fucked up. He was my brother. The fuck? And my older brother, I mean, like shit, he was there before I came, so I got to see how fucked up he was from the day I was born. But I love them niggas. They're my brothers. But the family that I chose to make my motherfucking brothers, them my motherfucking family. That's my family. Right. Fam ain't always blood. Like Info Code that 313 the Great said. That's why I'm like, y'all don't have no fucking clue. Because if y'all, matter of fact, if you don't have family like that, or if you don't have friends like that that you consider family, then you ain't got no real friends. And that's a fucked up place to be. Like, my nigga ain't mad at me because I ain't talked to that nigga in 5 years. Nigga, you ain't called me in 5 years. Nigga, what the fuck you want? No, ain't never no shit like that. Damn, what's up, bro? Like, I ain't had to fucking let them niggas know I'm about to pop up in town. Nigga, you in town. Let me hold on. Let me goddamn see. I ain't got that much going on. I can cancel that shit. Kick it with my nigga. Like, that's the type of shit we did. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie, we did the shit off instinct. I ain't never understood the importance of doing that shit. But I ain't understand the importance of doing that shit at the time. I do now. You know what I'm saying? I do now. Cause now we can have real ass conversations, and hopefully that person knows that that shit ain't coming from no fucked up place. Like, I known you for this amount of time. I wouldn't wish no bad shit on you. I wouldn't tell you no shit that I think will hurt you or fuck you up or have you fucked up or whatever the case may be. Y'all want to talk about how communities get destroyed? Okay, a community get destroyed. Man, look, you know how many nephews of niggas who probably got down, went to school together, grew up together, type of shit, gunning each other fuck down because they don't even know who they are. I went through that shit in middle school when I had to goddamn beat the brakes off my homeboy cousin. We ain't had a conversation till the next day. It was like, yeah, you beat that nigga ass. I like, yeah, I put no hands on that fuck nigga. Should have known who he was fucking with. He was like, yeah, but you ain't have to do him that bad, man. That was my cousin, man. That was your cousin? Why the fuck you ain't said nothing? Oh, this nigga. Because the nigga was my motherfucking a nigga I consider my best friend. I wouldn't have beat your cousin ass like that if I known that was your motherfucking cousin. Why you ain't claim that nigga? I was telling you because I was telling him I was gonna beat his ass all day. It wasn't no fucking surprise. Like, me and you was actually joning back and forth when I told that nigga, I don't know you, I'll beat your ass. Me and this nigga joking amongst each other. This is what the fuck we do. You can't just jump in this shit like you the goddamn cool kid, nigga. You knew. You got to work your way into this shit. But now, nigga wanted to say something else. That nigga said some shit about my shoes. And they were fucked up. I ain't saying he was lying. But all right, now I got to beat your ass. Thank you, man. I told you to stay out of this shit. I ain't even gonna joke on your ass back, even though I got a trillion of them. I ain't finna waste my time on that shit. I'm finna beat your ass, nigga, after school. Don't worry about it. He tried to sneak my ass at lunch. And with them fucked up ass shoes I had, that nigga slammed my ass into a locker. I tried to stop myself, but them cheap ass shoes I had on, the bottom of them bitches was like dress shoes, but they were tennis shoes. Goddamn, he didn't even push me that hard, but the fact that I was sliding, it's like I had skates on. My back hit that goddamn locker so hard. I said, yeah, I'm gonna kill this bitch nigga when I get out of school. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up at the class. I was mad at myself because my shoes ain't had no grip. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. This was goddamn 6th grade. I don't give a fuck. I buy my own shoes now. Hey, B, you know this shit real. I had on the McGregors. Matter of fact, that's why the bottoms of them were so soft. They were actually cleats. I think I rubbed the bottoms on the ground so they'll be smooth. Cause you can't wear cleats, nigga. But they weren't like the spike cleats, nigga. All right. But anyway, which we need to put that in the movie too. Just F. Just FYI. So the nigga got down, you know what I mean? Like, nah, like this it's up now, nigga. It's stuck. Nigga, you can push me into the locker. Now I'm committed. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. And then I get out there to fight this nigga, and it ain't even me representing myself no more. My big brother and all his homies, which was all the older niggas from the neighborhood, them motherfuckers, they ain't said what he said, but they had that look like he had, and he was like, "You better beat his ass, or we gonna beat your ass on the way all the way home." No pressure. No pressure at all. No pressure, no worries. All I know is, goddamn it, I'm gonna try to knock this nigga ears off his head. That's all I was thinking. If you don't, your brother is gonna beat your ass up. And this was like the last time, just FYI, the last time I thought my brother could beat my ass. Cause I ain't knew I could fight until I could fight. Until I fought. I ain't count the, you know what I'm saying, the shit I did in the neighborhood. This first school fight, this was it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you lose a school fight, hey, they gonna talk about your ass. I beat the brakes off of that nigga. I made that nigga stop coming to school. He ain't come to school after that. And my best friend, the nigga, cause the nigga who cousin he was my best friend since the fourth grade. You know what I'm saying? Cause he was the nigga who, when, being that my mom was a fucking nomad, you know what I'm saying? She would say she was a no man, but she was a nomad. That means she moved around a lot. So I went to a lot of schools, but he was my first friend at Arden Elementary School, as far as like being in the class. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Brandon was my neighborhood friend, but this was my classmate. You know what I'm saying? So me and this nigga was around each other all goddamn day. This is my nigga. And I beat his cousin ass a couple of years later. Like, nigga, if you would have told me this was your cousin, I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? I would have just handled the shit differently. But like I say, life ain't complicated. We make that shit complicated. That nigga made his life complicated by jumping into some shit he ain't had nothing to motherfucking do with. And I warned him. I was nice enough to warn him. But, nigga, that's your cousin. You could have, bro, like, chill out. He said shit. I guess he was like, well, this my older cousin, my cooler cousin, or whatever the case may be. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to show y'all that. Cause I been knew who the fuck I was. I'm like, shit, I don't know nobody but myself. That's all I know, cause that's all the fuck I ever been. I don't try to pretend to be other motherfuckers. Cause you do that shit and then you find out there's some lame motherfuckers, then guess what? You was pretending to be a lame. And you was pulling it off with your lame ass. And you wondering why your life is the way it is. You made it like that. Think about it. Look around. Look around yourself right now. Every decision that you made led you up to the situation that you're in right now. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's your shit. Ain't no need to complain about it. Do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Or learn from it. Cause whatever it is, God ain't gonna bring you to it if he don't bring you through it. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in God, but that's some shit y'all got to deal with. I know y'all think, just y'all mama and daddy just happened to fuck you, now you're here. And whatever else is whatever. But that's why you having so many problems. You probably that's why your life is complicated and you make your life complicated because you don't know what the fuck you're doing here. I can't help you on that. That's a journey that you got to go on your own. All I can tell you is you got to pay attention to the decisions that you make because your motherfucking choices could complicate your life. You could be having an absolutely perfect fucking day, and then a bitch that you fuck because you were drunk and at the club with your homeboys 2-3 weeks ago call you and tell you she pregnant. That phone call could change your life. Or you go to the doctor and the motherfucker tell you, yeah, that bitch, that same bitch that you fuck with, nah, she ain't pregnant, but she burnt your dick. And now you got to tell every female that you had sex with going forward that you got some shit that might kill them. Good luck with that. It's already hard enough to convince a female to fuck with you when you got children that you don't fuck with because you don't fuck with their mama. They don't care why. They just feel like, oh, you don't fuck with your kids, you ain't gonna fuck with my kids if I have them by you. That's why I'm able to be thankful. I know my situation. I know, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck it is. And I appreciate my girl for even signing up for this shit. But she also understands that when I signed up for her, I signed up for some major shit too. Cause her mom, you know, had illnesses when I got with her that caused for her to be hospitalized and things like that. You know, she needed at home care for certain things. She needed to be taken to dialysis 3 times a week. So yeah, shit. It had to be factored into your schedule, into your life. And she was honest about it. You know what I'm saying? The fact that now the reason why I can't, you know, keep a relationship because the men that I dealt with didn't understand I have a responsibility. I'm like, well, shit. If you taking care of your responsibility took time away from them, was it because they were just not willing to accompany you on you taking care of your responsibility, or they couldn't come with you? Now that you're like, nah, they can come with me, they just didn't want to. Okay, well then I know how to fix that. I want to come. Let's see what your situation is, and let's see if it's something that I can handle. And I was like, this is it, man. People make this shit harder than it seems. It ain't hard. All you had to do was make sure your mom was picked up from dialysis and make sure she was straight when she got home. See if she needed anything. The fuck? That took an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. And the person that can spend time with you while you doing it. Like what like I didn't understand this shit. Because when you with somebody, like you want to be with them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like how can these two puzzle pieces fit? How can we make these two puzzle pieces fit? That's how a relationship is. But from what I gather out of our conversations, it was like, nah, the nigga was basically like, shit, nah, it's gonna be like this or fuck it. Nah, that ain't no situation you want to be in no way. That cause that ain't how relationships work. It just it's not. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't and I'm glad I had the mentality to be able to approach the shit like that. Because she was still growing and learning too. I mean, shit, she was 25. You can call Tupac a mature 25-year-old, but my motherfucking wife ain't Tupac. Thank God. I wouldn't be married to him. Okay? I love Pop. But anyway, oh, and I'm glad that her mom was. I'm about to bring you up. I'm about to drop the link. But her mom was a gangster in the sense that she kept the shit real. Like, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't one of the mothers who was like trying to hinder her daughter or no shit like that. Cause like I said, she even checked her and told her, no, that ain't your boyfriend. That's your husband. I was like, you heard that shit? Cause yeah, I ain't fucking with you like this because I don't want to marry you. I want to motherfucking marry you. I love you. Like it's like I ain't gonna lie. Shawty had me from damn near day one. I ain't gonna lie. Beautiful, and she was into me, and just like, nah. She had the type of hands of a woman that ain't never worked a goddamn day in her life. Like I ain't never felt hands that smooth or seen hands that clean and like everything. It's like I loved her from natural hair, long flowing 4C hair. God damn it. You bitch to be complaining. I don't feel like doing my hair. But don't do the shit. Pay for a motherfucker to do it. But do something with that bird nest you call some Harriet Tubman hair. Do something with that shit. But now, head to toe, feet even was pretty. And she ain't had them like painted and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I seen them painted, I was like, damn, where you get your nails done at? She's like, I do my own nails. Check. Like, the fuck? She was checking boxes off like left and right in my mind. And the fact that she stayed with her mom, that shit was a fucking a technicality. Cause she had her own shit, the ability to have her own shit, but she was in a position where she had to take on her mom's responsibilities. Because her mom's husband wasn't he wasn't on point. He complicated his life by stepping out and trying to run and do a whole family on the whole other side of the town, you know what I'm saying? Type of shit. So he made his shit complicated and they played out later on, but you know, it is what it is. Welcome to the stage, my partner, my best motherfucking friend, Dr. Glover, aka
What up?
Hillbilly,
What up?
Out the Barnes Entertainment LLC. Oh, damn it. Hold on,
What
let
up,
me
family? The Rizzle for
properties.
Shizzle, my nizzle.
Yeah. Matter of fact, this is his voice right here. Where the hell I
You
put
get?
this shit at?
I could take 10 G's, make 20.
No, it ain't even that. Damn, I must have moved it. Oh, here we go.
Not a young dude, but the girl still top. Wanna say it's the skills, but I know it's the crop. Stood on the same block with my nigga D-Rock. This is our show, my flow here.
Yeah.
What up,
Yeah, that's
family?
goddamn B. What's good, bro?
Chilling.
How you
Make
feel?
sure
How you feeling?
Oh, I feel great, man. Like you said, man, last week was that week, bro. But I woke up with a smile on my face, you know what I'm saying? Because we do what we do.
Yeah, real talk.
But yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I was trying to get on a minute, but I was trying to get all this stuff out of the white van and her car resituated so we can do it again this goddamn weekend.
Yeah. So we going back this weekend? I thought it was next weekend.
No, this weekend too. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The what I sent y'all was for Columbia. Those. This is our last week out of town.
Oh, okay. Hey JD, I see you supported the show too with the cash out, bro. I appreciate that. I got you right here, bro.
I could take 10 G's, make 20 more 10 G's with that. I could take 10 G's, make 20 more 10 G's with that. I could take 10 G's, make 20 more 10 G's with that.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Okay. So for the next 3 weekends then.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
cool. I just gotta let my other people know.
Yep, next 3 weeks, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we back in Greenville. Come home Saturday night, and the rest of the way out, we do it in the metro.
Okay. That's what's up.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to go ahead, man. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm quiet in the back, but I got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the way it is right now, the way, this world is different right now. People trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. And I feel like they making shit more complicated than what it should be. You know what I'm saying? By making dumbass decisions and I wouldn't necessarily just narrow it down to dumbass decisions. We just like some of us just don't know. And we're operating in a capacity where we're trying to find out, but a lot of times we're too stubborn or too pig-headed, or we let our pride and our ego get in the way of us learning the lesson, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just dwelling in the loss of whatever the fuck happened in the situation and lashing out at people because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I see a lot of broken people, and it's like they broken, but they don't have to be broken. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you talking to somebody who, trust me, I get where you coming from, and I understand because you have no clue. I've been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Without really having to break down what I mean by that, but I've been in situations, like just being out here on these damn streets, like in the streets, in a capacity where you ain't got no other choice but to learn or die.
Yep.
Then the only choices you gonna learn or die. So you got to be conscious of the decisions that you making, because a mistake can end your ass up in the grave.
You better know it. You better know it, bro. You know what I mean? How many times we done been in the hood, man? In these situations where, we, in case they don't know, we grew up on James Street. I'm sure they know that College Place, but that was a crack street. You know what I'm saying? And you got crackheads walking up and down the street all night, but they related to people that you rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like this might be one of your best partners, your best friend's uncle, strung out on crack. So he might come to you and say, "Hey man, you take me to the store." You be like, "God dang it, I know this nigga don't really want to go to the store, but I'm gonna take him to the store." Next thing you know, this nigga might be running out of somebody's house because he done robbed him and jumping in the back of your car telling you to go. I done been in that situation, right?
You know what I'm saying? Make you an accessory and shit.
Now I'm accessory. I'm a getaway driver. South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? I know you got a international audience, so I know some people in Texas, some people, but in South Carolina, the hands are ones, the hands are all. So you can't come with that, man. I ain't know they was about to do. You can tell them that, but they don't care. If it's a murder one, guess what you gonna get? A murder one. You know what I mean? So like goes back to what you're saying, man. It's situations we don't put ourselves in, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. Choices, right? This movie we making. Some niggas learn from it, some don't. You know what I'm saying? You got locked up, right? And you're like, well, I learned from that. You ain't got to worry about me doing that again. So, yeah, man.
Real talk. Actually, I prayed about that. I prayed about that before. No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, go ahead. You might have to refresh. I don't know, because I think you might got a lag. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me.
What's up, 183307? Good to have you in the building. Yeah, Dr. Frizzle Frost, the Harriet Tubman here. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me?
All right, yeah, you good now.
That's what it was.
All right. But yeah, man. Hey, and I look at that shit because it was like in the beginning of the crack era that we grew up on James Street. You know what I'm saying? Where we had this conversation before about a lot of the things that we had to learn it because the people that we should have learned it from was strung the fuck out.
Yeah, they was the one on crack.
Right. Or with somebody who was strung the fuck out if they wasn't. So they was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, all kind of shit like that. And they was in their early 20s, early to mid 20s, raising us.
Yep. Shout out to all the crackheads in the world. I ain't trying to be funny. My mama was one, so don't think I'm dumping on y'all.
I mean, shit, caught up in that era.
Hey,
Nigga, they had like crack was barbecue back then, nigga.
Hey,
shit.
Hey, they did, bro. They did,
Bruh,
for real.
What kind of substance will make you sell your TV? Like, you been watching that shit all day and your high only lasts 30 minutes.
Hey, I'm like,
think about that shit.
Hey, my mama sold my damn trumpet. Well, I guess I won't be in the band no more. Well, I have something else to do. I start selling weed. Shit.
But that's real shit. That's real. Yep. People wonder, why this nigga out here in the street? Motherfucker, I would be doing something productive in my life if my mama didn't sell my goddamn saxophone, my trumpet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could blame me for being another hustler out here on these streets, but y'all motherfuckers don't understand how we are created.
I have no idea, bro. They have no idea.
Which is why I try to have a heart for the youth of today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe they acting out because of some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because some similar shit. Because, we had the crack era, but then they had the Molly era, the ecstasy era, the lean, you know what I'm saying? And all that shit. Heroin, goddamn. Like,
that's true, bro. That's true, bro. I ain't never thought about it like that. Ecstasy and all that. And ecstasy had every drug known to man mixed in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Including heroin. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I could never try that. Nigga, I seen Sugar Hill. You ain't finna get me on that. I'm good. And plus, like I said, I was in the Bluff. And I seen young niggas 16, 17 on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen a motherfucker sit there and smoke a cigarette without hitting it. And these motherfuckers, I'm sitting like a statue. Because they goddamn just, you know what I'm saying, did that shit. And I'm like, I won't be doing that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But, those lessons and shit kept me alive. Because like I said, I was out here in this world by myself. Because even you as my best friend, when I was in Atlanta, you was in Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no real partners like that. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no knock to the niggas that I did end up knowing in the A, but I ain't never really had no camaraderie with a lot of these niggas because a lot of them niggas tried to snake me and almost got me in situations where I would have been up out of here.
Yeah. You knew better.
Yeah. And when you knew better, you do better, goddammit. If you knew better, you do better. And you just got to learn, you know what I mean? And I just don't knock it. And I don't hate young niggas for having the animosity or the anger that they have. And that's why I respect Pac so much as a lyricist, because he was like, if you learn or if you try to understand, that's why my whole motto now is love and understanding. If you understand why I'm mad, then maybe you can help me. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, you can learn to cheer me instead of fear me. And that's how I look at the young niggas today. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear them. I want to learn why they mad, or I want to understand why they mad, so I can help them not be so mad.
Yeah. But love and understanding, bro.
Real shit.
But you gotta want that too, D Rizzo. You know what I'm saying? Like some niggas don't even want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, there are niggas out there. How old boy said it? How Alfred told Bruce Wayne in The Dark Knight. Some people just want to see the world burn, cuz.
Yeah, that's true
too. You got to know the difference. You got to know the difference. And you got to be able to peep that. You got to know when to be in a situation and get out. Just like real quick, when we was in Greenwood, you was there when we went and scouted the place of that club the first time, right? And I remember, hey man, when this spot be jumping, Friday night. Well, when we went back that Friday night, you know what I'm saying? Me and Desiree was like, all right, let's go shoot a game of pool, grab a drink. We on out there, right? So as soon as them niggas walked in, all eyes on us. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas knew we wasn't from there. Already plotting, scheming. You know what I'm saying? And we see it. We can feel this energy. But we ain't just about to, oh, no, let's get the hell out of here. Pride comes before a fall. So we weren't trying to act hard. But what y'all ain't going to do is scare us up out of here. So we got our drinks. We drunk our drinks, walked around for a minute, and then we got on through. Because we knew what time it was. Them niggas was waiting for the opportunity to do what they needed to do. My point in saying all that is, when you walk in a situation, you got to be able to access your environment. You got to be able to look at the environment and say, okay, what type of situation I'm in? And if you ain't never been in the streets or you ain't never been in that type of environment before, you don't know how to do that. And a lot of niggas will walk up in a situation, you know what I'm saying, because of some rap song they done heard, and they think, you know what I mean, okay, they got the juice, you know what I mean? And we didn't know what time it was. We wouldn't have made it. We would at least, bare minimum, we would have got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Bare minimum, we would have got robbed. You know what I'm saying? But we knew, okay, boom, this is what we're going to do. Boom, move that way, and we out. You know what I'm saying? So love and going back to your point about love and understanding is, yes, we got to love on our people, love on our friends, love on everybody, try to understand where they're coming from so we can, help them if we can. But at the same time, we can't help everybody because some people just don't want to be helped. They just evil to be for the sake of being evil.
Yep. But matter of fact, I was talking to Yolanda about that, and I said, you know how I sum up situations like that with the serenity prayer.
Yep.
That's how I sum stuff like that up. You know what I'm saying? Lord, give me the knowledge to know the difference between stuff that I can control and I can't control. Because if I can't control it, I'm not finna worry about it. It's out of my control.
Yep. Excuse me.
Point
Sorry.
Period. And that means that if I'm trying to save somebody and they don't want to be saved, that's out of my control. I'm not finna keep trying to save them if they don't want to be saved.
Yep.
Shit. Project Pat said that.
I about to say, tell me you got that drop. I just knew you was about to save her.
I wish I did. She don't want to be saved. That's what they mean by that. That's biblical.
Shout out to Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Barnes Entertainment.
Right. Give me the strength to handle what I can handle. Give me the understanding. You know what I'm saying? If it's a situation that I can't handle, and the knowledge to know the difference.
Is it?
I don't know it verbatim, but that's my understanding of it.
You pretty much said it verbatim.
You know what I mean? And I apply that with life. Just like when I was putting that damn light up, trying to light up that kitchen window from damn two floors down. I said, nah, man. That fit and putting that 1,500 on it, man. Nah, I don't feel safe about this. How else can we light this shit? Yep. Like,
And you use wisdom, bro, because we had said not to go off on a tangent, but we said the whole time we've been there, there's no way we're gonna get no light because we're on the second goddamn level.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, bro? And I didn't know you was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Until I heard you come in and say, "No, I ain't doing that. It ain't safe." No, it ain't safe. Okay, let's do it this way. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's wisdom, bro. But that was also you being a professional. And you know what I'm saying? Say, nah, from my perspective, if you want to do it, you go out there and do it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But like I said, you have to know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
I tell y'all, man, everybody listening, man, one thing about my boy D-Rock, if it can be done, he gonna find a way to do it. So if he ever come and say it can't be done, guess what? It can't be done. And I ain't saying that because that's my nigga. I'm saying that because he done tried 10, 12, 15 different ways and come to the conclusion he wasted his time at that point. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's life. We gotta live our life that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't make how many of us on this call or listening to this when they do replay done did the same thing over and over and over and over and realized, okay, got to some place at some point, say, you know what, this ain't working. So I got to do something different. You know, Einstein said what?
Right.
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting.
That's the definition of insanity.
Insanity. So it's at some point you don't went insane.
Yeah.
And the only way
you're doing the same stupid shit, thinking you finna get a different result.
Yep. But you don't become unsane until you do something different. You know?
Real talk. What I'm saying, bro, that's the only reason why I'm in a great relationship now. I had to do something different. My approach was different. The type of person that I chose to have in my life was different. The way I handled, you know what I'm saying, her feelings and things like that was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, a bitch couldn't tell me to come home at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a key. As long as my key work, I can come home whenever the fuck I want to. I'm a grown-ass man. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. But at the same time, I had to learn, nah, that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And you're making your life more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
When you could just have that conversation and have that understanding. Oh, nah, baby, I'm just finna step out. I'm finna do X, Y, Z. If you need me, call me. Other than that, I plan on being back at this time. And I should be responsible enough as a grown man to come back at the time where I said that I was going to come back. And if I'm not, then I should be able to have that, you know, I should be able to pick up the phone and say, hey, baby, this happened, and I'm not going to make it at this time, but I'm going to try to make it at this time, or I'm at least keep in contact with you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to understand that ain't being no sucker. That's being a grown-ass man and being responsible. Because fuck anybody who don't understand it, because if they ain't the one you actually coming home to, it don't matter. What up, Zone 864 TV?
Well, here's the other part of that too, D-Rock, and they don't even need to be somebody's wife. It could be just your girlfriend, whatever. One thing that I learned about women, bro, if you tell them what you about to do, and they don't have to ask you what you about to do, they leave you the hell alone. You know what I'm saying? You know why? The naggers are the ones with the niggas that's always doing some sneaky stuff, or just, you know, ain't upfront about what they got about to do or what they doing, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Right. But right. I tell my wife, hey baby, I'm gonna be on set for 12 hours, or I'm about to go to the club. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the club, but I'm going there to network. I may be sitting with a couple few meals, boom, whatever. I'm just letting you know. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. You know, they try to act like you ain't had to tell them what in their mind. They jumping up and down. No, you're okay. You're good. You ain't had to tell me that. Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you was going to blow me the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So actually you're taking the stress out of your life and just tell them what you're about to do. You know the
only reason, right? You know the only reason why I was able to do that video at the strip club is because Danielle knew I was doing that shit with you.
See? But that took what? Now you ain't had to go home to no BS.
Absolutely. And having no BS while I was there.
Yeah. Yep.
I was able to do my job in peace.
Yep. And you did your job. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? The video was gonna drop anyway. You know what I'm saying? Eventually the whole world's gonna see it. So you know what I'm saying? In that situation, hey babe, hey. But it's an honor, you know what I'm saying, to work with you, my friend. You know that. We always make since the music days, we've been making classics. You know what I mean? That's what we continue to do.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn who I was with. And like you were saying, like she knew who I was and she knew, you know what I'm saying? Like we had the conversation. You know what I'm saying? We going to film. That's why I brought her to 16 Bars to be a star. You see how she, even though she was my wife, she wasn't in the way. Well, she wasn't my wife then. She was just my girlfriend then, but she wasn't in the way.
No, she helped us.
Yeah.
She helped check people in, remember? What y'all need me to do? You say, okay, can you do this? Boom. I know you was like, God dang, I love her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not only was she not in the way, but she was helping us move forward. And that's what most men don't understand. You get with the right woman is the one that's helping you move forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a woman
Yep.
just taking from you, if they just consuming all your resources, and I don't just mean money, I'm talking about your energy, I'm talking about your time, I'm talking about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. If all they doing is consuming that, then you ain't with the right chick.
Real talk.
You ain't with
That's
the right
real.
chick. Because even let's say your woman can't physically do what you can do. Guess what? If y'all married and y'all got kids and she just home holding the house down, think about now you can really focus on what you trying to do because you ain't got to worry
Yep.
about the house.
Right.
And it's that simple. I mean, it really is just that simple. But niggas
Yeah,
want
like I said.
these artificial AI chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
With the long hair, long nails, feet did, you know what I'm saying? All the makeup, all these eyelashes and all this bull crap they got going on. You know what I'm saying? They want that because they the eyes. You know what I'm saying? They're not they're not looking for something that substance. They're just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You want to get your rocks off because it looks good. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And then 2-3 years later, you dirt broke and effed up, and she going on to the next nigga.
Yep.
And you sitting there looking stupid. Anyway, I know I went off on a tangent there, man, but
No, that wasn't no
that's just my
tangent.
piece.
But no, that wasn't no tangent at all because it's in the same vein of what I'm talking about. Making your damn life complicated.
Yeah.
You want a motherfucker who look aesthetic to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because she's aesthetic to everybody else, including you, but she treats you like shit.
Yep.
That's them type of female that you just explained. And you can have both. You can have a aesthetically pleasing female and somebody that's in your corner. But like you said, you got. Oh, I got to have my nails done. If you got to have your nails done, and I can't expect for you to goddamn get your hands dirty when it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Point fucking blank. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like
we stranded on the side of the road. You ain't gonna even want to get out the car and hand me the doggone jackhammer.
all right.
Change the
You
tire.
might break a nail. Yeah, because you might break a nail and shit. Pass me, man.
Man, I'll be back. I ain't gonna do that. But
I'm
yeah,
saying.
man.
Because even like my girl, that's another thing. Because my girl was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My hair long and I wear it down, but if it got into it, shit, I put this shit in a ponytail and go to work.
Yep.
So I just knew I was making a conscious decision when I was betting her. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to make my life complicated. I've been through that. That's how I ended up divorced.
Yeah.
Fucking with somebody who I couldn't change. I couldn't help because they didn't want to be helped.
Yep. Yep.
My ex-wife told me something that I knew I was fucking with the wrong person and it wasn't nothing to be done, and I knew I could no longer help her and she did not want to be saved. She summed all that shit up in one sentence. And she said, "Why you always bringing God up and stuff?"
Oh yeah, she was done. Did I?
Oh yeah.
That's the first time I heard that one, dude. I did not know she said that.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, see. Wow.
Yep. That was the end.
And most people believe in some type of God, even if it ain't the same one we believe in. So she
But that's the thing. I thought she did. You know what I'm saying? Because it went from, I mean, I know she did. You know what I'm saying? We've been in religious places before. You know what I'm saying? But it came to a conversation about the relationship, and she was like, "You always bringing God up in this. God ain't got nothing to do with this." And I was
that's the
like,
problem.
"Oh,
that's the problem.
right." I
Because
said, "Oh,
God
okay."
don't have nothing to do with it.
Exactly. And that was my conclusion. I said,
Yeah.
I'm making this shit complicated. I'm trying to have something that I would think that God would smile upon, but I'm doing it with a person that don't even believe in him. I'm fucking up.
But you, bro,
Point
you
blank
remember how
period. I'm fucking up.
You remember how you got me last night with that revelation, bro? Here's one just now bro. I know God just told me this, bro. That was God talking through Tanisha. That wasn't her. That God was literally saying, I ain't got nothing to do with this. And
Right.
you're like, oh, okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have known. You couldn't have made the
Mhm.
decision that you needed to make to move forth to get to the place where God has you now, which is where you are. You are now working in your purpose. That whole time you was pushing to say, I get it. That's your wife, and you know what I'm saying, that's your kids. You had to put in the effort as the husband to try to make that relationship and keep that family together the way it was meant to be. But once you did that, you know what I'm saying, God said, okay, the only way he gonna move on, right? Because he's really doing the right thing, regardless of how much pain he may be in, regardless of how sad he may be, regardless of how, you know what I'm saying, much they may be getting into it. He's trying to keep the family together because that's what I created, right? And so he had to tell you plain and simple, I ain't in this. Yeah. So you being a believer of, you know what I'm saying, a creator, God, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know. I wish I knew.
Hey, and you so spot on with that, bro. You are so spot on. Cause it was her voice, but I felt like that was him. You know what I mean? Like at that moment, she was like, cause I was like, hold on, repeat that. Cause I just didn't want to think that I heard that in jest. She was like, yeah, you always bringing God up. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know who this is. Appreciate it. And you absolutely right. From that phrase going forward, I was able to let that shit go.
Yep. And now you with the woman.
Yep. Because up until then, I was consciously willing to make it work. Yeah. I mean, I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I was done. I'm glad you confirmed it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
Now I'm with who I needed to be with. And that's why I'm able to look at my divorce as a lesson and not a loss. Because I'm looking at it like, thank you. I'm glad. Because if not, then I would have still been with your ass and not with who I'm with now, which I'm finna get off this motherfucker in a little bit and go spend some time with her. Because I ain't seen her in a week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So shit. And I had zero stress from her. None of that girlfriend or trick ass wife shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to worry about her creeping and none of that shit. I ain't have to worry about her calling me, aggravating me while I'm on set. Like that's peace in and of itself.
Bro,
but
peace.
Today was actually the first day I didn't think about choices, like not one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or had that level of whatever going on, you know what I'm saying, that we had all this whole week. Like today was like the first day. I was like, damn, I ain't got to move no equipment or nothing. But I was in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said I don't mind none of the stuff that happened, because I think everything has to happen because everything happens and it's good, right? Whatever it is.
And say all things work for the good of those, bro. And I'm about to get off this thing too, but you know, I do want to say this, man, I want to say it publicly. You know what I mean? Because and this thing gonna last forever, especially in this new day of the internet. You know, but number one, you know, I'm gonna tell you I love you, I appreciate you. And last week, you,
I love you too, bro,
and everybody else that was a part of our crew had all right to stop what they was doing and walk off. And there would have been, I wouldn't have lost not a bit of respect or been mad at any one of y'all, because I was on the verge of doing the same thing. I said it night one. You heard what I said, night one. Hey, if I ain't the one, then hey, we about to have this talk right now. I'm telling y'all we about to have this talk. Then I might be about, you know, I may not be the one for this project. So y'all, you know, if it come back out, y'all already know it's already on my mind. But anyway, I'm saying I want to thank you, bro, and thank all of y'all, man, because last week, man, I heard D-Rock talking about it earlier. Y'all, last week was hell. I'm dead serious. We worked 12, 14 hours every day last week for 6 days straight. And everybody was on everybody goddamn nerves. Too many voices, parts moving all over the place. Everybody trying to. He got sick. He's sick throwing up. I'm talking about D-Rock throwing up 4 times. This man looked like he about to freaking die. I told him to go home the next day. He's like, nah, B. Let me just see in the morning when I wake up. Let me see how I feel. I'm like, bruh, you can take the van back. He like, B, just let me go to bed. Let me go to get some sleep, and let's see how it is in the morning. Man, the man woke up like a new man and kept rocking with me. You know what I mean? And when he saw me about to burst, you know what I'm saying? He pulls out his phone and shows me something that he knew would automatically make me laugh, right? Because I'm about to go there. But he pulled that thing out, and all I could do was laugh. All right, y'all, let's keep rolling. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to publicly thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Being a friend, blood, family, you know what I'm saying? Bro,
for sure, man.
I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? For real. Because we wouldn't have got it done without you, period. And for everybody listening, y'all need somebody like that in y'all life, man, where y'all can rock with each other in a way, even when things get really, really hard, y'all don't give up on each other or what you got going on. You know what I mean? Too many people do that these days, man. They fall out and don't talk for 20, 30 years. Then they wind up at their funeral, like, dang, I wish I would have got it right with him or her. Don't do that. But I love you, brother.
Right.
Appreciate you.
I love you too, man. I appreciate that, bro. I'll hit you up in a minute, man, as soon as I hop off of this thing.
All right, bro.
All right. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. But I go hard because I understand the vision. I understand that, first of all, I stepped away from my job to do this. And what I mean by this is etch in stone something or leave something behind on this earth that I can say I did because I wanted to do it, and I did it at my peak performance. I gave it 1,000%. I do that so that I would know it. I do that so that my wife would know it, so that my kids would know it. This is the man that you call your father. This is the man that you call your husband. This is the man I am. I represent myself everywhere I go. I'm not just walking this earth alone. I'm not just living this life alone. And I can't afford to make it complicated. I got children that depend on me. I got a wife that depend on me, not in a sense that she'll be helpless if something happened to me. But the bond and the union that we created, we depend on each other. You know what I'm saying? We're interdependent of one another. You know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily feel good being that far away from the woman that I love. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't hungry for no random box and shit while I was out there. You know what I got? And she made sure she straightened me out enough before I left to where I wasn't on the prowl or had to be on the prowl. Nah. Because we ain't trying to make each other's lives complicated. I need him to go up here with a clear mind, a clear conscience, etc., etc. I know my man. I need to leave her here at home with a clear mind and a conscience because I know my woman. Things we had to make sure was in order, even down to like transportation, etc., etc. All this type of stuff. But that's because we have to be in union with each other. Like, people be in relationships, but they ain't together. I think that was a bar, but I'm going to leave it there. People be in relationships, but they ain't together. That might need to be a topic. I might need to write that down. My pen there. Yeah, I got to write that down. People be in relationships, but they don't be together. And what I mean by that is y'all ain't communicating. And I ain't talking about communication in the way these nagging ass think they know what the fuck they talking about, internet bitches definition of communication. No, I'm saying like y'all got to openly discuss with one another. Like I say, the conversations between me and my wife are like miniature business meetings, family business. Cause we got to run this family like a business. This shit got to run like a well-oiled machine. If not, chaos will ensue, and it won't produce a product worth having. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like we are in production. You know what I'm saying? We create life. And bringing children into these lives and these complicated ass situations, finances ain't, you know what I'm saying, where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? The respect for the parents ain't where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge of self ain't where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Having faith in anything ain't where it's supposed to be. Like, you know. And we talking about we want to have sex and have children and what we're gonna pour into them, but a bunch of fucking trauma. We complicate our own lives, people. But I'm gonna wrap it up. Wanted to holler at y'all, you know what I'm saying? Even though today was my first off day in the last week, I could have been like, shit, fuck that shit. I'm finna chill out. But nope. We need to have these real conversations, man, as a people. Real. And I dropped the link so anybody could come up. But you know what I'm saying? I know how it is. I ain't got no rules up here. You ain't got to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to keep it clean. Shit. Speak the way you speak. But I talk to y'all the same way God talked to me in my head. I dare you to debate me on how I hear God. I dare you. Real shit. Because when it comes down to complicating my life, I heard God tell me plenty of times, you better get the fuck away from that bitch ass nigga. You better get away from that maggot asshole. That wasn't me. I wouldn't call that bitch a maggot because that bitch was gorgeous. No, that was God. God said, you better get your ass away from that maggot ass bitch before you be fucked up. For real. I don't be trying to be vulgar for the sake of being vulgar or be trying to make this shit give it shock value or no monkey shit like that. Nah, hell no. I talk to y'all the same way God talked to me in my head. He don't sugarcoat nothing with me, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it with y'all. Cause like I said, you ain't finna get nowhere like that. Medicine nasty for a reason. Cause if that shit was good, you'll take it all the time. No, you only need to take it when you need it. But with that being said, this has been another episode of The Motherfucking Truth. Once again, I appreciate you, Dr. Frizzle Frost, for supporting the show through the Cash App and JD 1975. JD, I'm gonna hit you up a little bit later on because I want to chop it up with you. We got to talk, JD 1975. Emperor Kojak through and through the great, bro. I appreciate you coming through. You always come through, you know what I'm saying, to chop it up when I do a live, man. Salute to you, big homie. I appreciate you. You definitely got a bottle too, so it really ain't nothing but 4 bottles. Now I gotta figure out who gonna get, but just let me know where you want it sent. You know what I'm saying? Whether you eat hot sauce or not, I just want you to have a bottle. You know what I mean? So that's Emperor Kojak got one. JD 1975. Caramel Drip, I still got yours coming on the way. And Jade Lewis, I do apologize. The order's backed up because I had forgot to do the shit before I left. But that's my fault. We had a lot of shit to do as far as prep before we actually left. So it was more than just that week of work. So especially on my end. So those Jade and Caramel Drip don't count in in the 4 that's still left, that's still available, that was donated from Out the Barnes Entertainment LLC to the show to give to y'all for free. We just got to see who's gonna get it. Will it be Prime? Don't know. Will it be Raj Will? Don't know. Will it be 183307? Don't know. You know what I'm saying? Could be Lord ADS. Don't know. Could be Wind Chime. Wind Chime, you need to shampoo with some fucking hot sauce. I'm just messing with you. I'm only kidding. But let me go ahead and wrap this thing up, y'all. Y'all be easy. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend and prepare yourself for this upcoming work week or whatever. You know, this country is going to hell in a handbasket. But we'll discuss that later on in this week, I'm sure. Peace.
There's a difference. There's disrespect and there's honest. I'm always honest. If you call it disrespect, you can call it what you want to, but I will never be belittling, downing, ridiculing, or just making someone feel lesser than they are. But I tell the truth. That's what I do. I have no lie in me.